The first light of dawn crept over the Valley of Mexico, painting the sky in deep purples and burning orange. But this was no ordinary sunrise. It illuminated a city that seemed to defy the very laws of time and reason. A city that, even now, stands as one of history's greatest enigmas. Teotihuacan. Its name alone stirs the imagination. The city where gods were born. Long before the Aztecs, before the Toltecs left their mark on the land, Teotihuacan rose from the earth not as a simple village, but as a sprawling metropolis, carefully planned and astonishing in its scale. At its height, more than 100,000 people, perhaps even twice that, called it home, making it one of the largest cities in the ancient world. Who built it? Why did they choose this place? And why, after centuries of power, did they vanish so completely? These questions echo through the centuries, drawing us closer to the city's silent stones. At the heart of Teotihuacan stretched the Avenue of the Dead, a grand road lined with temples and palaces. To the north, the Pyramid of the Moon stood tall, its slopes mirroring the distant mountains. To the east, the Pyramid of the Sun dominated the skyline, its base even larger than Egypt's Great Pyramid of Giza. Here, atop these man-made mountains, the people of Teotihuacan gathered for sacred rituals, their prayers rising with the smoke of burning copal reaching for the heavens. The city's construction was a marvel. Without the wheel, without metal tools, its builders moved millions of tons of stone and earth, fitting each piece with a precision that has lasted for centuries. The Pyramid of the Sun was not just a pile of rocks. It was engineered to survive earthquakes, its stones interlocking like a puzzle. Deep within, a natural cave led to a chamber shaped like a four-leaf clover, believed to be the mythical birthplace of humanity. Perhaps it was this sacred cave that inspired the city's founders, turning a natural wonder into the center of their world. If you're enjoying this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that bring history's greatest mysteries to life. Life in Teotihuacan was vibrant and complex. Artisans shaped obsidian into blades so sharp they could split a hair. Potters crafted colorful ceramics, their surfaces alive with images of gods, jaguars, and feathered serpents. Merchants from distant lands, Maya, Zapotec, and others, milled the markets, trading goods and ideas. The city's influence spread far beyond its walls, shaping the art and architecture of civilizations yet to come. And yet, for all their achievements, the people of Teotihuacan left behind a written language that remains largely undeciphered, keeping their deepest thoughts and beliefs hidden from us. One of the city's most striking features was its lack of defenses. There were no walls, no fortresses. For centuries, Teotihuacan stood unchallenged. Was it their power that kept enemies at bay? Or did they believe themselves protected by the gods? This piece, however, hid a darker side. Archaeologists have uncovered evidence of human sacrifice on a massive scale. Beneath the temple of the feathered serpent, hundreds of victims were found, their hands bound, some adorned with jade jewelry, perhaps high-ranking captives or honored offerings. Even in a city so advanced, the desire to please the gods could lead to terrible acts. Then, around 550 CE, disaster struck. The end came not as a slow decline, but as a sudden, violent catastrophe. Fires swept through the city's heart, destroying temples and palaces along the Avenue of the Dead. This was no accident. The destruction was targeted, deliberate. Was it a revolt from within? A desperate uprising against the ruling elite? Or did invaders from outside bring the city to its knees? The evidence is unclear, but the result was chaos. Smoke filled the air, flames devoured sacred buildings, and the city's proud people fled, or fell silent. Yet, Teotihuacan was not simply abandoned. Its treasure statues, jade, obsidian tools were carefully removed, as if the people knew their world was ending and wanted to protect what mattered most. Did they hope to return one day? Or did they carry their sacred objects to a new home, leaving only empty shells behind? The fall of Teotihuacan sent shockwaves across Mesoamerica. Its influence faded, and smaller city-states rose in its place, none able to match its former glory. But the memory of Teotihuacan endured. Centuries later, the Aztecs discovered its ruins and were so awestruck that they believed only gods could have built such a place. They named it Teotihuacan and made it a center of pilgrimage and legend, believing it was here that the world itself had been created. Today, Teotihuacan still guards its secrets. Was it undone by its own leaders, by drought and famine, or by enemies from without? The truth remains hidden, buried beneath layers of earth and time. But as you walk the avenue of the dead, feel the sun on your face and listen to the wind whispering through ancient stones, you can almost hear the echoes of a lost civilization. Teotihuacan is more than a ruin. It is a question carved in stone, a reminder of the heights humanity can reach, and the mysteries that may never be solved. If you found this journey through Teotihuacan as fascinating as we did, make sure to subscribe, like, and share. There are countless more stories waiting to be uncovered, and together we'll bring them back to life.